welcome to the Tonight Show.
My darling, thank you for
You look
having
fantastic.
me, Jimmy.
I've heard so many great things about you from so many great people, but Nate Bargatze loves you so much. He's one of the best comedians, and Jerry Seinfeld just talks your praises all the time and says he loves you so much. So
Thank
he loves you. Thank you so much for being here.
That.
First of all, congratulations. I know you just had a birthday recently.
I did, Jimmy.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. I hate for all these boys to know this, but I turned 60 this year.
No, stop it. You look phenomenal.
Thank you.
60 years old. Did you celebrate? What did you do?
We went down to the beach, my children, Chuck Morgan, and these babies, grandbabies, and we stayed for a week, and we stayed in every night and cooked and kissed grandbabies in the mouth. And my kids bought me 2 grocery store cakes, and I stood at the counter and ate them with a fork.
There you go.
And then I went bay fishing. I went bay fishing.
Now, bay fishing, let me see. This is you bay fishing. What is bay fishing?
Okay, that's where you don't vomit out at sea.
Okay.
That's where it's real calm, and you go and you do, that's my grandbaby, and you do just like little catfish, redfish, stingray, we caught one of those, but just little things out in that bay, and you don't vomit.
And you don't
Oh, I had a ball. Look at me, with big grandmama sitting up there, but I had a ball.
Now, I know you were just talking about your husband, Chuck, who you happen to call Chuck Morgan. Mm-hmm. Yes, always his full name.
Chuck Morgan.
Yeah. Chuck Morgan. What is Chuck Morgan up to these days?
Honey, telling me what to do.
What is it? Why?
He's kind of got the big head. Everybody asks about Chuck Morgan, and he says, I'm more famous than you are.
Oh, my gosh. Does he get recognized now?
He does get recognized.
Of course.
But he does not like for me to spend money. And, you know, I've made a little bit lately.
You've done very well.
Thank you.
You work hard. You work hard.
I worked so hard, and I just got off a 150-city tour.
Holy moly.
Yes. And everybody was wonderful, and I had a wonderful tour. But this baby, my 27-year-old, is my makeup artist and travels with me. And Chuck does not want us to spend money on 2 hotel rooms. So we have been sharing a king bed for 150. Well, I don't even know how many shows.
Chuck Morgan.
I know. And then Reese Witherspoon, that I had a tiny part in a movie, that little thing did that for me with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And she called us, FaceTimed us, and we were in the bed, sitting together, me and my child. And she goes, are y'all poor?
No, that's not.
Are y'all poor on tour? But Chuck doesn't like for me to spend money.
That's so funny.
But that's good, I'll have a retirement.
You'll have a retirement, yeah. You and the family got to do something very, very cool. You went on a Celebrity Family Feud. Now talk to me about this. That's a good-looking family right there. How was the feud? Did you win the feud?
We won. We beat little Lainey Wilson and her family. And I don't know how we did it. I don't know how we did it. But Chuck Morgan said, I knew we were going to win, Leanne. He's real competitive. But these children said, y'all are going to say something stupid to me and Chuck. And they go, y'all are stupid. And y'all can't answer right. But really ended up, my children went blank, and Chuck Morgan and I ended up winning that thing. And we did well.
See? Show him what's up. You got to show him who's boss. Have you always enjoyed being the center of attention?
Yes, Jimmy.
You have.
From the time I was little bitty and in high school, I'm from a tiny town, farming town in Middle Tennessee near Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
And my choir director, our little band teacher, loved me and thought I was fun. And so he asked me to be in the choir, but I can't sing. So he said, just mouth it, Leanne. And so I would be in the front and I would dazzle, you know, from the 80s with big hair, blanked out eyes, you know. And I would sing.
Can you lip sync?
I would lip sync, but not. That's why I want to come on and lip sync with you, but I can't sing.
All right, done. Next time you come on,
okay.
I'll think of bits. We'll do something where you can sing but not sing.
And I can dance. I can bust a move, boys.
All right. You can sing and you can dance. Your Netflix special was so good. You have a new special out. This one is called Unspeakable Things. Why is it called that?
Unspeakable Things means that I have to do unspeakable things with Chuck Morgan in a hotel room. I know.
Chuck Morgan, you are in trouble, mister.
I know. He's got a lot of testosterone. And I felt like that was a recurring theme in my comedy, in my hour, and I thought, I've got to name it Unspeakable Things.
Unspeakable Things.
If he gets in a hotel room with me, he gets a glazed look over his eyes, and it's like honeymoon time,
Okay,
you know?
no.
And we've been married 30-something years.
Oh, yeah. So, and you do Unspeakable Things.
I had to.
All right, you have to. I want to show everyone a clip. I can't believe it. Here's Leanne Morgan in her new Netflix special, Leanne Morgan, Unspeakable Things. Take a look at this.
When I was a young mama, I always had a minivan. And Chuck Morgan was out making us a wonderful living, but he was gone traveling all over the United States. And everybody'd be crying and yelling, and that sensitive baby, that middle one, would ask me deep, deep questions all the time. For example, questions about the solar system. And finally, one day I said, baby, I didn't pay attention in school. Is there anything you'd like to know about Young and the Restless?
Leanne Morgan, everybody. Her new special, Leanne Morgan, Unspeakable Things, premieres on Netflix on November 4th. We'll be right back with Trey Young. Stick around, everybody.